unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm
I am
unbeatable.
unbeatable. Couple minutes no score. Every time they wanna clash, the winners kicking through the door. I am unbeatable. Chances running out of stop, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
Welcome to the British Basketball League YouTube channel for this final game of round 2 in the trophy competition. Tonight in Group A, last year's beaten finalists Cheshire Phoenix host the Plymouth City Patriots, who are playing back-to-back games. They've only met once so far this season, and that resulted in a Phoenix win. Calling this one is Tahir Hajat and former Plymouth Raider Ant Rowe.
Welcome to the Cheshire Oaks Arena, the second of our 2 games on Sunday, as the Cheshire Phoenix get ready to take on the Plymouth City Patriots in a pivotal game in Group A of the British Basketball League Trophy. My name is Tahir Hajat alongside Anthony Rowe. Unlike the previous game we had, there are no such injury issues overall for each of these teams today.
Well, we don't know until we're out there. Who knows in professional sports, right? But what we do have, we have a lot of randomness in this Group A. Not a lot has happened, so there's a blank slate, a lot of opportunity for everyone in this group.
Well, let's take a look at the starting fives then for you. Starting for the Cheshire Phoenix today, we can tell you LaQuincy Rideau will be on the bench, but we're unsure if he will play. Skylar White, number 99, Maceo Jack, Ethan Shagwa, number 52, Cam Holden, and Aaron Rye, former BBL Player of the Month. For the Plymouth City Patriots, coming off a tough loss at home, they play the next day. Alvisi Dusha, Joe Hart, Jacob Wiley, Spencer Levi, and TJ Atwood will start. Well, a man who loves to attack is Maceo Jack. And Rowe, tell me about him.
Well, he's in the running for most improved player. He's a superstar, blossoming 10 points per game last year for the Cheshire Phoenix. He's returned for a second year as a pro, 18 points per game. You can see the numbers jump out from right there, but more importantly, 42% from the three-point line. You cannot leave this guy open.
And the train that could, TJ Atwood, Mr. Consistent for the Patriots.
That's exactly what he is, Mr. Consistent, an ultimate professional, second-year professional of Beaumont, Texas, 16.7 rebounds a game. He's been that consistent front runner for them, averages the most minutes played in the league as well. He's got a great engine.
Well, these two teams have got one thing in common. They both beat Caledonia in the British Basketball League Trophy, and Ben Thomas got his revenge from last year's final. Let's see how these teams go head-to-head in a completely open group. British Basketball League Trophy action in Group A, right around the corner. Welcome to the Cheshire Oaks Arena, British Basketball League trophy action. The Phoenix getting ready to take on the Plymouth City Patriots. There's your officials, Simon Unsworth, Marion Dodds-Milošić. And last but most definitely not least, Steve Ferris. We're ready to get underway then. The Knicks Nation have packed out the stands. Myself, Tahir Hadja, alongside Anthony Rowe, taking you through game number 2 of the day in the British Basketball League trophy. Ethan Shagwar starting off with a triple.
That's what Cheshire Phoenix do. They put up attempts. They lead the league this year in shot attempts per game. And there you go, 1 pass, 2 pass shot. Shagwar knocks it down.
These two teams have played each other 9 times since the rebirth of the Plymouth franchise. 7-2 record for Cheshire in that. They've played once this season. And of course, out the gates, Cheshire Phoenix were hot. So of course, they took the victory in that one, 89-77. Plymouth City Patriots and Cheshire Phoenix are both beating Caledonia Gladiators in Group A of the trophy. But Plymouth City Patriots took a loss last night against the Surrey Scorchers after being in the lead for most of the game. And Cheshire, they're coming off an 8-day rest, as Maceo Jack shows that he has no fatigue in his body.
2 shots, 2 makes so far for Cheshire, with 5 quick points on the board in 2 possessions. See if Plymouth can reply.
And that's out of bounds as Wiley slips on the floor.
Right, Wiley coming off a big night last game, less than 24 hours ago. That narrow defeat down in Plymouth against Surrey Scorchers. Just a 2-point game, and Wiley had 20 points in that effort. It wasn't enough.
Well, as I mentioned to you earlier on in the broadcast, the foul is called here. And Shagwar will go to the line for 2 shots. LeQuincy Rideau, league leader in assists, league leader in steals. He's currently on the bench, not starting. Game time decision. And the lower back foul. The basket was actually given there for Ethan Shagwar. He's going to go to the line for an and 1.
Of course, you cannot hit the backboard on a shot attempt. The referee deems that a goaltend and therefore credited the 2 points to Shagwar. Opportunity here to finish a 3-point play.
And that will be a perfect start for the Cheshire Phoenix. Got to play on the fact that the Patriots, you know, have had that long journey all the way up from the south of England, right up to the northwest. Really put them under the pressure in the first quarter, wouldn't you say, Ro?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want to do. I think if you're the home team, you want to jump on them early, put pressure on them, have them chase the game as early as possible.
Well, here's Aaron Wright. Finds Skylar White. Usually you'd put your money on him making that one, but that's out of bounds. End line possession for the Phoenix. A lot of yellow and blue in the stands, of course. There is Rideau.
Well, I think he's their driving force this year. I think he's a huge loss if he doesn't feature in today's game. I mean, just the last game propelled his team over in the overtime win up in Scotland against Caledonia. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. He does everything for this team.
He will be missed tonight if he doesn't get a chance to step on the floor. Alvisi Dusha stepping inside mid-range. Lacking a little sharpness early on in this one. Here comes Holden, who is the backup point guard in this instance for the Cheshire Phoenix. Usually be seeing the likes of Jack Hudson filling into that role. We have a slight clock issue here, but ready to get back straight onto it. It was the shot clock, 18 seconds now onto it. Maceo Jack flashing into the paint. Skylar White gets out the way. Holden skip to the corner. Nice basketball. Shagwar can't finish. Levi with the rebound.
Good penetration and kick to the corner from Cam Holden. He's not a natural point guard. He's what you call a point forward, but he's penetration and kick there was good.
Jacob Wiley.
Carrying on his good form, Wiley. Player high on confidence at the moment.
And now here's Holden. Waits for the screen from White. Likes to ghost those screens, doesn't he, White? Doesn't always connect. Likes to just slip away from them and Make it tough for the defender to read as Shagwa, little athletic there from Shagwa, rocking the baby to the right hand.
Excellent rearrangement, and that's why he's so difficult to guard, because he's a versatile big guy, 6'9", but he likes to shoot the ball from outside, but also when he attacks the rim, it's not all power. He adds his finesse in with that as well.
Improving game by game. 7 points personal early on in this one. Here's Dusha. Swing through. Changes direction. Nice bounce past the Levi, and there's White. I believe he got something on that. Cheshire go the other way. Holden wraps it around his back out. Skylar White, end to end. He would have loved that to go in. Dusha pushing away now. 3v2 with Cheshire Phoenix players. Getting back, but Dusha says, don't worry, fellas, I got this. Transition triple. Penetrate and dribble out and knock it down from behind the arc. 2-point game now. Plymouth City Patriots stop the run.
Excellent decision here for the point guard of EC Dusha, who's been rewarded that starting point guard position, where Mason Faulkner now coming off the bench and didn't force anything in transition, reset it, and what he did is he got himself an open three, he knocks it down. When he's scoring the basketball, this Plymouth team's really difficult to stop.
Shagwa, mid-range, leaning back a little on that, can't quite get it to go. Here's Hart. Nice work to get into the paint there, Hart. Dusha's open again for three. Front of the iron, straight into the hands of Hart. Dusha kicks outward. Hesitation, caught in a tough place. Gets it back out. Hart driving baseline, does go by himself this time, ties the game up. Now, you know, when you've had so many games off-road, is it less likely that you'd get back up to speed on defense than you would on offense?
Well, I just think it's a hindsight thing. I think when a team has a long delay off, and if they win a basketball game, if they do a lot of things right, that rest was well, you know, well enjoyed, and your players were able to recover mentally and physically. But also, if it goes wrong, it's they had too many days off in between. The rust is there. They weren't game ready. So I'll tell you after the game.
He wants to see the evidence first, right? A sensible decision there, Rowe, as Levi gets blocked again. Skylar White.
Underrated defender, Skylar White. All year, you know, the concern was, you've got a shooter down low, he's going to get punished by the bigger, more traditional big men, but he doesn't. He finds a way to keep resistance there.
White, he just pulls up on Shagwa, lets that fly. Well, we're all square here. 11-11 is the score. 4:37 on the clock. We'll be back with you straight after this. Back to the action. Tied game early on in this one. Cheshire, we're out to a strong start, but the Plymouth City Patriots shaking off the fatigue in the first. Long way to go. Coach Paul James will be well aware of that. But we're ready to get things underway. Skylar White on the baseline to inbound. Here is Holden. If he just joined the game, no LaQuincy Rideau to start. Game time decision, he makes the bench. Lower back issues. Jaguar. Nice float inside to Holden. Skipped across, Maceo Jack, and you already know he's gonna make that one.
Wow, Cam Holden, excellent pass out the post. That's his 3rd assist. What a way to step into that point guard role and show your coach that you are more than worthy.
Maybe he's just trying to do LaQuincy some justice, the league leader in assists. Got no easy feat to put the amount of assists he puts on the board each week. Here's Atwood, though. Finds Levi, fouled, and Plymouth City Patriots, they hit back. Oh, I don't believe the basket will count. There is a shot clock violation.
Wow, that was really close. It seemed to only stay in the hand of Levi for a split second.
Definitely not a basket as well. Coach Paul James is up the sideline. Here comes Holden. 3 ball. Nice work there. Skylar White crashing the glass. Again, a little tip in.
Good follow from Skylar White. And yes, he's known as a sharp shooter from beyond the arc, but does a little bit of everything, both ends of the floor.
3 ball, Wiley. Rebound Rye. Hand off, Jack. Nice hesitation there to shoot the ball. He's fouled. Levi gets into his space. And that's not somebody you want to particularly put on the line, Maceo Jack.
This guy is a superstar. Shoots the ball so well. 42% three-point shooter, but athletic, quick, gets to the basket in a number of different ways.
And we're going to have a quick timeout here from the Plymouth City Patriots as the lead opens up to 5 points. 3 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Well, don't forget, if you're watching us live on the British Basketball League YouTube channel, let us know your thoughts throughout today's game. We'll be keeping one eye on the chat to see who's supporting today. But also, don't forget, for our younger viewers, or for all viewers really, but of course the demographic that follow TikTok will be able to see British Basketball League trophy action on TikTok live. At British Basketball League is the handle. Make sure you tell your friends to tell a friend. Well, there's Plymouth's results and fixtures, Ro. You know, this is it. This group is wide open, as we've already spoke about. They took a huge win against Caledonia. They slipped up against Surrey, but have a chance to cause another upset right here in this competition.
Yeah, and we've seen, you know, league matters for very little in terms of trophy play. You know, Plymouth City Patriots currently 3-17, so they've played 20 games. They've only won 3. However, they have an opportunity in this trophy to stamp their place in the semi-finals in Birmingham Utility Arena on the 27th of January. If they can execute these games and just one shot away from picking up another home court win just last night.
Substitution for the Cheshire Phoenix. They're going to look to the bench. Skylar White takes a break. David Ulf onto the floor. Ulf averaging 3 points, 4 rebounds a game. Around 13 minutes a game as well.
And those numbers don't really tell the full story. He's a guy that comes in, high energy, strong player, will get his team second chance opportunities, doesn't need the ball in his hands or to take lots of shots.
Maceo Jack makes that count. He's only missed 2 free throws all season, Maceo Jack.
Wow.
You would wish for a free throw percentage like that, Brother Rowe.
I can go a whole session in the gym by myself without missing more than less than 2 free throws. Nice play there from Plymouth as Levi just cuts right down the middle, receives the ball, a nice finish this time.
And now Holden. E.J. Stevens is also into the game. Stevens, he's going to let it fly. Cheshire Phoenix, after the Surrey Scorchers, are the next team in line for 3 points attempted per game. They like to sling them up from behind the arc. Here's Maceo Jack with another triple, and this time it's good, and that's exactly why they like to shoot them, because they've got guys like Jack.
They just put the numbers up, and Maceo Jack, that's a difficult pass and shoot because the pass was high, he had to jump to get it and then sort of regain his shooting position, lock and loaded, and wow, Maceo Jack, 10 points personal already for him.
Atwood spins, loses his defender, fades away, good to go, TJ Atwood.
That's what he does really good job at. He's a nice combination of brute strength and skill set there, to body to create the space and then spin away and shoot that soft jump shot.
Jaguar trying to find the next pass, does find Maceo Jack. He's going to go to work on Tyrell Green. Kicks it out to the corner. EJ Stevens can't make it. Aaron Wright, or so to say, Jaguar blocked under the rim, and a travel violation is eventually called.
Good work, though, from Ethan Jaguar. I mean, you want your big man to stay active and remain on the glass, and that occasion it was a travel, so go back to Plymouth. But that's the type of turnover that you don't mind, the big man chasing down the boards, and good shift for Jaguar so far as he leaves the game with 7 points.
Now, to get things going. Faulkner. Now, down low with Atwood. He's going to go to work again. Gets the better of Holden. Doesn't get the finish.
Excellent work there from Atwood. I need to go to him, because what he'll do is he'll get you high percentage shots. He looks like he got hit on the face there for his
little red nose
towards the, yeah.
And you know, Ro, as soon as you get a hit on the nose, what happens straight away? Your eyes begin to water.
They do.
And he was a game time decision. He's decided that he is ready to participate in this one. Lower back, little strain. Let's see how he gets on the Quincy Rideau with 1 minute 24 remaining in the first. What ammunition to be bringing off the bench.
One there, look, we'll see how his health fares in this game, but this could be really good news for Cheshire, really terrible news for Plymouth City Patriots, because that guy right there is a game-changing player, and he was a massive part of the 100-97 win up in Caledonia. 2 massive steals at the end of regulation and another one at the end of overtime.
Free money, Kristen, downtown, kaboom.
Cheshire just so comfortable shooting in here.
Stolen away by Ulf this time. No look pass to Maceo Jack. Throwing it inside. Can they get the finish? Yes, they can. This is exactly how we thought this first quarter would go.
And that's what they do, and they do it really well. They lead the league in fast break points per game.
Oh, and a misread on the backdoor cut there. Tyrell Green wasn't expecting it, but Maceo Jack, he was expecting a drive to the rack. He's good to go, and one, baby.
Plymouth in big trouble at the moment. They're on the ropes, and it results in their own errors. The turnover there. This is the last team in the league you want to turn the ball over. Over 20 fast break points per game. Lead the league in steals, which helps generate those.
Maceo Jack is 100% from the field in this game, and also now 100% from the free throw line. There's those points from turnovers and an offensive foul called, and Charles Yassi Pepin down the other side of the floor. He commits the foul to give the and one play, come back this way, and now an offensive foul. The young man from London had a break from basketball, came back into it with his appearance at the Hoops Fix Pro-Am at the Brixton Rec, picked up by the Plymouth City Patriots. Varied performances throughout the season. A long way to go for his career. 3 ball goes up now, and that's good to go again. It's lights out in Cheshire. deflected out of bounds, David Olf. And you can see the freshness now oozing out of this Phoenix team.
Yeah, and look, he's not scoring the basketball with David Olf since his introduction to this game. The game is completely turned on its head. Second chance opportunities, the deflections, the steals. His teammates are just thriving.
Here's Green, clock winding down. 6 seconds, 5 on it. And a foul is called on the floor, stopping the clock at 4.3 seconds. Atwood there, trying to make things happen. EJ Stevens will be called for that one. Looking to find an opening here. Green, he's got to get it off. He does just that. And somebody close the window, because that is an air ball.
Difficult period here for Plymouth, and haven't played such close succession. Have to adapt.
And that is the end of the first quarter. The fresh legs of Cheshire, 32-17 the score. Let's find out how this second quarter unfolds. We'll be back with you after the break. Welcome back to the Cheshire Oaks Arena. Ben Thomas will be very happy with the start to that game, Anthony.
I think so. It's excellent final minutes there of that first quarter. Team put on a hurt locker.
There we go. Dangakoto doesn't like that, but it's an end-line possession.
6 turnovers now for Plymouth. It's not going to get it done. You're on the road. You've got to be extra careful when looking after the basketball.
Oh, David Olf rolling the ball in early doors. Those fans new to the game, sometimes players roll the ball in on the floor because the clock doesn't start until your teammate touches it or any player touches the ball. So a chance to save some seconds. Not that Cheshire need to do that right now.
Jules Dangakoto able to rectify his error down the other end of the floor and diving on that ball before anyone else. Nice play.
3 ball. Way up high. That's good to go for Green.
And that's a guy that can shoot you back into a game. He has no qualms of shooting the basketball. There's not really a bad shot in his eyes, which can be excellent when he's on fire.
Oh, LaQuincy Rideau. Don't see many of those.
Now, and Again, we'll observe, see how that injury's affected his play. And what the positives are for Cheshire is Cam Holden started the game so well. 4 assists for him already in this game.
Nice hands there from Quincy Rideau. The steals are still working.
He's the best in the business at that.
Stolen back though, Plymouth City Patriots. Faulkner scrapes it in for 2. Much needed points for Plymouth. Bring this back to a 10-point game.
Yeah, nice little 5-0 start here, the second quarter. All you need is a little bit of hope sprinkled in with some belief.
Stevens almost loses that one, gets it back. Just doing a little bit too much there, Stevens. Got to move the ball, and as a result, Plymouth City Patriots get the ball back.
Yeah, ball stopped moving, and you notice how well they did that in the first quarter. Well, in particular, it was the Plymouth City Patriots shooting themselves in the foot with turning the ball over, and the pressure that Cheshire Phoenix defense put on Plymouth to get them in the open floor. When they're in the open floor, this is a devastating team, very difficult to stop. But if Plymouth can slow it down and able to set up in the defensive half-court situations, then they can get stops.
Dangakoto left both defenders behind. He's drawn the foul here. He'll go to the line for 2. E.J. Stevens heads to the bench alongside David Ulf.
It's a bad foul as well. Very difficult shot that for Jules Dangakoto. He's came to the middle and then crossed over back to his left, which is his weaker hand. That's a very difficult shot to make.
Yeah, he was so wide on it as well. Took the contact. He's going to get to the line. Been bailed out there on that play overall. Let's see who can make these and able to get the first. And Jules Dangakoto, a player over the years that has contributed well, but this season not really contributing too much for the Patriots.
No, I think Coach Paul James would want a little bit more out of someone like him. He's a player with good British Basketball League experience. He's played for a number of different clubs in the league, and you sort of hope that experience can translate into the production on your own team. But yeah, when you look at Jules Dangakoto this year, he's had some good games, but it hasn't been consistent enough.
Here comes Holden. There's the foul. He was on his way to the basket. And sideline possession for the Phoenix. Foul was called on Jules Dangakoto, I believe. Then Thomas, looking calm, hands in pockets, no relaxed on the sideline. It's a 9-point game though. Holden gets inside for 2. I'll give you a dime, I'll get you a bucket, coach.
Excellent play there from Cam Holden, and what you've got in him is you've got a 6'6" guard, so you know he's good 3 inches bigger, 4 inches bigger than his counterpart in Akoto.
Green falls a little short this time, rebounded by Wright. He'll be looking to assert himself in this game, Aaron Wright. Oh, nice pump fake there. Great pass to Shagwa for 2.
Excellent look inside, and good patience from Sagwa as well, because he could have went up first where the defense contested, but a nice use of the pump fake, gathered himself, good balance, good finish.
Faulkner. Wiley tries the mid-range, made it earlier on in the game, not this time. Holden finds his next pass. Kristen, corner, another one for Cam Kristen. That's 3 triples in the game for him. 3 for 3 from downtown.
Well, he had an excellent game up in Caledonia also, 18 points personal for him, so he's a player high on confidence at the moment. And again, another good find from Cam Holden, 5 assists now for him.
Akoto inside, Green rolls that around the rim for 2.
Nice play there on the baseline from Green, got himself open, nice feed inside, good finish.
Shagwa back to basket, mismatch, easy finish. You reach, I teach.
It's going to be very difficult for the Plymouth City Patriots to be able to stop Shagwa. Very gifted 6'9" forward.
Green steps back again, rebounded off the air ball.
Sometimes it's all or nothing with just Terrell Green.
Sorry there, Ro. Nice little bounce pass there from Kristen. Holden threatening to shoot the 3. finds Kristen. Have a go, sir. 4 for 4. Cam Kristen is on fire.
Unbelievable, great play there again. It's that combo between Cam Holden and Kristen linking up. Another excellent pass.
Nice spin and finish there from Wiley. Holden. Waits for the screen from Skylar White. And again, that same corner. Shagwar this time. And he gets it to go. This offense, if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
That's exactly it. Keep going down that route if it's taking you to where you want to go until someone stops it.
Rebound for Shagwar. Cheshire breaking out. Rai running forward. He wants it. Shagwar finds Rai. Eventually, step back. Another one. Nice rebound there for Kristen. Goes to the right-handed hook for go for 2. He's having himself a ball game, Cam Kristen. That's 14 points. He ain't missed a shot yet in this one. And we're going to have a quick break here. We'll be back with you. The Cheshire Phoenix on fire. Well, the Cheshire Phoenix, anybody's taking a 3, it doesn't matter. They are lighting up the Cheshire Oaks Arena. They are 8 for 16 from downtown.
Wow. It's been the distribution for the most part. 11 assists already as a team for the Cheshire Phoenix. Done a really good job of moving the basketball in those spaces, and ultimately the team who have traveled and played yesterday are looking like the team that are most fatigued and not quite there on that initial step. Mental errors being made early from the Plymouth City Patriots.
They did start the quarter well initially, a 7-0 run.
Yeah, they did, and there's a couple turnovers there thrown in the mix which really turned the tides for Plymouth.
Throwing that up there, what a dime from Dusha. Wiley throws it down. Wow.
Such a good athlete. It's Wiley.
Here comes Holden. Deflected away by Dusha. Well, as I mentioned, 8 for 16 from downtown, and a guy who you'd think would probably make a couple of threes is Skylar White. He's 0 for 3. Aaron Rise missed one. Shagwar's 2 for 4. Stevens has missed 2. All of those players you know can make threes. Maceo Jack a perfect 2 for 2. And Cam Kristen 4 for 4. As the ball will now go the other way for the Plymouth City Patriots.
You've got to look at the quality of those shots as well. When you look at the misses from Aaron Wright, it was an off-the-dribble step back. When you look at Skylar White's, it was a deep, contested threes. So, you know, the quality of the threes have been excellent from you know, the likes of Kristen and Jack as well, who takes good shots.
Hart, bounce pass, Wiley again to the reverse.
Nice play there from Plymouth, just to penetrate in the defense there and create space. Open layup.
Screen comes, rejected. Holden looks to the corner. Shagwar driving. He's feeling himself today. Ethan Shagwar, 16 points, 4 rebounds.
He really is. He's so difficult to guard, just because he can hurt you in a number of ways.
Dusha, yeah, he gets a little runner inside for 2.
Yep, you need much of the same from Avisi Dusha. When he's scoring the basketball, he's a pass-first guard, meaning he looks to distribute, get his teammates involved.
Skylar White not having a good night from behind the arc. That's 0-4 now for him. Joe Hart, stop and pop. He gets the rock to fall on that one. And a timeout call. And they get a chance to talk it over. 3 minutes, 4 seconds into, or should I say remaining in the half. That time's flown by, really, hasn't it?
It has, yeah, and another good response from Plymouth. You just when you think they're down and out and you think, oh, they're in trouble here, they respond. And you know, this is a team that's had a lot of these different types of adversities and battles throughout the season. Their 3-17 record perhaps is a little bit too harsh reflection on the talent that they have in their squad.
Well, Cheshire Phoenix, one of the few teams to have only played 1 game in the trophy. They won that game against the Caledonian Gladiators. Of course, we're here now tonight as they take on the Plymouth City Patriots. Then they take a very tough journey to the Copper Box Arena to take on the London Lions. Or, in fact, that's the Surrey Scorchers with the London Lions logo on it. And then the Sheffield Sharks will travel to the Cheshire Oaks Arena at home on January 21st. I believe that will be the last game of the trophy before we head to Birmingham, Utilita Arena in Birmingham, the home of this year's Final Four weekend in the British Basketball League trophy. And it's great to see the Knicks Nation showing out their fans travel in great numbers up and down the country. And I'm sure they will follow them to the finals as well.
Yeah, I remember seeing that sea of, was it green? The T-shirts they wore last year at the trophy final, all the way up in Scottish territory. But yeah, the Knicks fans, they go wherever their team goes, and you know, this is a club that wants to be in those centre stage positions, looking to win silverware.
Here comes Holden, now finds Shagwar, one dribble, trying to find the next passage. Travel violation, and like from a coaching perspective, Rowe, and I'm sure coaches would have told you this in the past, never jump to pass, right?
Yeah, a lot easier said than done, especially if you're Shagwar. He's 6'9", he's trying to jump over the defender, but it didn't work out on that occasion. And of course, if you land, it's a turnover.
He went up strong there, and then decided got nowhere to go, got to pass the ball. Inside, nice ball movement to find Atwood open inside the paint.
I'm getting some joy now, especially inside. Nice little 7-0 run for Plymouth.
They lead this quarter 21-19. Here comes Holden. He really is holding onto that ball as Aaron Wright gets inside. Comes underneath the basket with the right hook.
Does what he does best. He moves really well without the basketball, meaning when the defense is ball watching, he'll cut at that right moment, which gets him open. Nice finish from him.
Dusha, inside Hart. Nice hands from Wright. He's going to break away. Dangakoto chasing him down. Aaron Wright does not care. He's going to throw it down anyway.
Good anticipation there from Aaron Wright, and he's out on the open floor. Good to see him looking a little bit more healthier. You remember that scenario where he's out in Caledonia in the fast break and gets chased down and blocked because he doesn't quite have the elevation. Look at that. Hands in the passing lane, anticipates that pass, and for takeoff, easy jam there for Aaron Wright.
That's his 6th point of the evening. And he heads to the bench. A little bit of a recovery before the halftime break. Locked in. In fact, it's a timeout now. We've got a chance to talk it over. But let's have a look, a little bit more information about the British Basketball League Trophy Finals.
The British Basketball League is unbeatable. Join me in the 2024 British Basketball League Trophy Finals, the 27th and the 28th of January. A weekend of unbeatable basketball and entertainment. Click the link to get your tickets. Watch on Sky Sports and YouTube.
Oh, what a jam! There you have it from Troy Deeney, the man himself, manager of Forest Green Rovers, letting us know about the finals. How are you feeling about the finals?
I'm excited. I love that venue. It's the first place I won a piece of silverware back in 2013. Now won a bunch of trophies in that building.
Just
so,
a few.
No, it's great. It's one of those arenas too. A nice, 8.5, 9,000 people. Really, gets on top of you as well. So no, I have very, very fond memories of the Birmingham Utility Arena, and I wish every finalist all the best in the upcoming weekend.
Well, lots of nice restaurants and bars and places for people to go and enjoy themselves over the weekend. It's a Final Four weekend, 2 days of action. But here are Cheshire Phoenix trying to get their place in Birmingham.
Kristen this time taking it himself. We've seen him be prolific from beyond the three-point line. 14 points personal for him. He's perfect from the floor. A nice clean 4 for 4 from the three-point line. Well, confidence is a beautiful thing. Coming off an 18-point game in the tough victory up in Caledonia over a week ago, that 100-97 overtime victory.
And the first free throw is good for him. Cam Kristen. Allen in Texas. Then at Grambling State University. Not a well-known program, but was one of their leading scorers, averaging 13 points per game over 3 seasons. He averaged the same amount.
And sometimes that translates better to the pro game, just because if you've got a player from big-time Division 1 who averages, I don't know, let's say 6 points per game, they're not accustomed or not used to being the man or the go-to guy. But if you've got a guy from a smaller school, used to having the ball in his hands, used to having to be relied on, accountable for every single game, sometimes that just translates better into the professional game.
Well, he was the All-SWAC Player of the Year, All-SWAC First Team regular season champion. He was the tournament finalist in that conference as well. It was an incredibly successful year for him and his final collegiate playing year.
I think the important thing as well, and what's really shrewd business there, clever business from Coach Ben Thomas, is that that college team was 24-9. It's from a winning program. That adds value.
30 seconds remaining in the half. Here's Holden. Just to the right hand there. No good for him, and that's out of bounds. So you can see the clear difference between Cam Holden and LaQuincy Rideau. Holden, and excuse the pun, he holds on to the ball way too much. Like, LaQuincy Rideau will take purposeful dribbles and try and find the next action within the play. But for Holden, because he can score the ball as well, if he doesn't find an option off the ball that he thinks he can get to a teammate, then he tries to score himself. And if that's not the right decision in that process, it can be really tricky and, force possessions like that.
You're critiquing pretty deep today, Coach, to hear, huh? Cam Holden has 9 assists.
Yeah.
He's orchestrating the offense. I think he has been great today.
No, but let's be real. Like, most of those assists in transition, they're simple passes to make. But when the play breaks down, what I'm finding is that he's holding up the ball a little. Listen, you're right, 9 assists on the board. Who am I to say that? But that's just the one little piece, of advice Coach Tahir would give to him. Listen. If you want 12 assists, do this. Right, let's take a look. Let's see, look, he agrees. He's sad, he's just taken a word from Coach T. Right, Friday, massive game in Group A of the competition. Newcastle Eagles taking on the Leicester Riders. Apologies, that's Group B. Newcastle Eagles taking on the Leicester Riders. You don't want to miss it. 7:45 p.m. live on Sky Sports. You know it's going to be a big game. make sure you join us for that one. Here comes Dusha. Skipped across, Akodo pulls up for 3 off the back of the iron. Clock winding down, throw it up from half court, why not? He shouldn't have done that, he was 100% from the field, Anthony Rowe. But Kristen throws it up at the end of that one. Cheshire Phoenix in the lead. Very quick word from you, Ant Rowe.
No, excellent. I think there's been some admirable responses there from the Plymouth City Patriots, but it's been Cheshire Phoenix dominance that's really shone through those 2 quarters.
Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with you very shortly. Welcome to the British Basketball League YouTube channel, where we are live. The Cheshire Phoenix have a strong lead against the Plymouth City Patriots. Myself, Tahi Hajat, alongside Anthony Rowe. Let's break this one down a little bit then, Anthony. Let's take a look at the halftime stats and see how this game is playing out for you. What jumps out on the screen for you, Rowe?
Well, those video game nice percentages that Cheshire Phoenix are shooting 73% from the 2-point game, 2-point line, excuse me, and 44% from the 3-point line. But look at those rebounds. Battle of the boards certainly going in the favor of the Phoenix, which is dominating.
Without a doubt, some high scorers in this one. Let's take a look at some of the action that got us to this point then. 57-38 the score. And Ethan Shagwar is having himself a ball game. 16 points, 4 rebounds for him in this one. The Plymouth City Patriots actually went blow for blow just after a short run from the Cheshire Phoenix at the beginning of the first.
They did. We're in a 21-point game here, but it could be so much worse if Plymouth weren't able to respond. And you see them getting some joy there and getting Cheshire Phoenix to create some turnovers, and Elvis Dusha making the right decision here to pull it out and take the shot himself. But there hasn't been enough of that inspirational defense from the Plymouth City Patriots. And Maceo Jack, just a guy you cannot leave. He's red hot all season, 42% three-point shooter.
And he's 100% from the field today. And the Cheshire Phoenix lighting it up from behind the arc. 8 for 18 from downtown. Everybody getting in the act, especially this man, Cam Kristen. He's 4 for 5 from behind the arc. And the one he missed was a half-court buzzer beater attempt. He's 5 for 6 from the field, 16 points coming off the bench alongside 3 rebounds for him. Getting it done. Cam Holden, though, we spoke about his diamond ability, filling in for Rideau today. 9 assists.
He's been excellent. I worried for Cheshire today without the absence of Rideau, but the worry was unjustified because Cam Holden's been excellent. 9 assists, 1 turnover in that as well. So he's been really good, efficient with the ball.
Aaron Wright throwing one down also just before the break in this one. It's been a great game so far, and there's been lots of action happening over this weekend. We've got the second half coming up very, very shortly, but we've got to take a look back at some of the highlights from this weekend's action. Look, Bristol Flyers travelled to face the Manchester Giants earlier on today, but before that, Plymouth City Patriots were in action last night, where they lost by 2. Take a look at this.
They have a 2-on-1. Finds Padilla Wayne, goes in. Beautiful transition basketball by the Scorchers. Wayne finding Lawrence, left wide open. Hesitates on the 3, but no problem for Andrew Lawrence. Lawrence now another turnover. Plymouth have numbers. Mason Faulkner's going to finish this one in transition at the moment. It's all Plymouth here, Graham.
Yes, suffocating defense.
A nice spin move goes in. That's a tough, tough play. Robinson's made 1 3, makes another one. Again, 2 3-pointers from him. Atwood now pulls up for a tough mid-range. That's just tough as it gets by TJ Atwood. 3.8, LVC Dusha will inbound this for the Patriots. LVC goes up for Hail Mary 3. And oh my goodness! LVC from no man's land. And Jameson goes up, he's fouled, counted! Gets the ad 1, too big, too strong, and simply just too good. Potential 2 for 1 for Surrey. Still looking to isolate, goes in with a Eurostep, goes in, another ad 1. Well, just went on a clinic there. Bolton crosses over, down the lane, finds Wiley, goes up, gets the ad 1. Wang looking to attack down the middle. The king of South Sudan lays down the throne with a 2-handed throwdown.
And that's what Paddy at Wang can do.
Well, Cooper left wide open. Big 3 is up, and it's good. It's a 3-point ball game. The assist coming from Saquon Jameson. There's the alley-oop, and oh my goodness! Elevates up in the air. Big time throwdown.
Wiley flying towards the basket, crushes it for 2.
There's another double team on the ball screen. Wiley fires, the 3 is up. Oh my goodness. The big man now making the 3-pointer. Well, Lawrence goes in, and finally, Surrey have the lead for the first time since the first quarter. Now Plymouth have got to try to tie the game up. Wiley one-legged 3, it's up. No good. Surrey will remain undefeated against the Plymouth City Patriots, and they go 2-0 here in the British Basketball League Trophy. What a victory for this team.
Here's Trajan Jacob, nice diving pass into Brad Green and a quick finish. Trajan Jacob from deep, downtown triple. We know he likes to get those up.
He's athletic, he attacks the rim, and he can just pull up in transition for a 3 just like that.
Exactly that. That is his game. Here is Jacob. They have slowed down the offense. Bristol Jacob to the left hand. He is going off in this first quarter. Double-digit points. Johnson turns the corner off the screen. Back out to Jacob. Finds Roel Graham-Bell in the corner for 3, and it's all money for the Bristol Flyers. Ollison knocks down the triple. There is that 59 points. Lewis skips across to Boursier. Clock winding down. Nice 3 from Mason Boursier. Bristol Flyers score the most amount of points in a half in franchise history. William Lee pulls up for another triple. Good to go for William Lee. Brad Green almost breaks the basket. The big fella. Walsh looking to hand it off, finds Stampley. Stampley knocks down the triple for the Manchester Giants. Skipped across, Evan Walsh. Kicks it out. Harris, catch, shoot, three, big time, 14-point game. Harris across, Stampley. Another triple. He's been feeling it today, Ro.
He really has.
Thanks, thoughts and prayers for Rowell Graham-Bell. Another player going down with a serious injury. As Ollison, oh
wow.
My goodness, he's got 6 straight points. Turn around, throw that one up there, and that's good to go for Ollison. Brad Green with a rebound. He's got 11 rebounds and 21 points. Bradley, left hand for 2. You can see that this game is slowly turning into a scrimmage. As you can see, the Bristol Flyers looking solemnly, because despite the 105-80 victory, everybody will be thinking about Rowell Graham-Bell after his serious injury at the beginning of the 4th. British basketball fans, welcome back. My name is Ty Hadjat alongside Anthony Rowe. We're at halftime, 57-38 the score. Cheshire Phoenix in the lead against the Plymouth City Patriots. But there's been lots of action over the weekend. Let's take a look at some of the results and fixtures. Manchester Giants, Bristol Flyers are out of the competition. They played a little earlier on, 80-105 the score. Serious injury to Rowell Graham-Bell there. Plymouth City Patriots yesterday had a tough 2-point loss at home. but lots to play for left in the competition. But one man that is lighting it up here, Anthony Rowe, Ethan Shagwa, is getting it done.
He is. He's doing it in a number of different ways as well. 7 from 11 from the floor for 16 points. He's efficient. He can hit that 3 ball, but also he can take it inside. His length and athleticism. He's right there penetrating, and you see him moving about the basketball, hands ready, good patience, nice finish. I mean, Shagwa is someone as well who's had a good college career over in Division 1 over in the States, and then transitioned to the professional game, played 3rd Division France before bringing his services over to British soil, where he is certainly making an impact.
I believe he played also in the Summer League as well for Team Los Angeles Lakers. And that's where I guess Coach Ben Thomas and James Bryce saw him. I know that they go out there as part of their scouting recruitment at the beginning of each season. And Skylar White opens up the second half. Not how he opened up the first. He went 0 for 4 from behind the arc. Exact same action where he got a look from behind the 3. This time he makes it.
Well, previous misses will not deter a guy like Skylar White, who's nothing but net on that first attempt of the second half.
Spencer Levi blocked away by Skylar White. Shagwa tips it into the hands of Wiley. Goes to the reverse on the baseline, drops it in.
Wow, that's so tough. Great initial defense from Skylar White. Getting it done on both ends of the floor early in the second half. And Wiley just stays with the play. Nice finish.
Maceo Jack inside and puts the net right.
Everything this man touches turns to gold. Maceo Jack, 17 points personal, perfect from the floor, 6 for 6.
Well, if you just joined us, LaQuincy Rideau wasn't a sure start to this game, and he came off the bench for the final moments of the first quarter. I don't think we've seen him since, but Cam Holden is listed as the starting point guard for the Cheshire Phoenix, and he's already got 9 dimes to his name in this one. Here he is in possession on the ball now. Can he get his 10th assist? Hands it off Skylar White, Maceo Jack. Oh, and that looked money from where we were looking, Anthony.
I thought it was in. I assumed it would be in because everything else he's touched has went through the rim.
And that's his first missed shot of the game. 15 points personal. Now he's 5 for 6 from the field, and offensive foul called. Referee blows it on Spencer Levi. Quincy Rideau there on the bench.
I mean, what would be good news as well is if you have an instance where you've got one of your star players injured and you don't need him. I mean, that's the perfect scenario as opposed to them being in a scrap here with Plymouth in a one-point game where you're going to have to play him minutes and roll the dice with his health as well. I think Ben Thomas will have the luxury now of keeping him on the bench if the lead stays how it is.
Holden inside for 2. Oh, nice crossover from Ducey. He got him there. Wiley inside, right-handed hook for 2 points.
He's very good inside. He's not the biggest player, but athletic and strong enough.
Skylar White keeps it alive. Shagwa drives along the baseline. Where's the next pass? Tries to find Holden, intercepted by Dusha. Throwing it up, Wiley misses that dunk. Now Cheshire out running, throwing it up this time. Not quite sure who was going to get it, but Maceo Jack will be the recipient and the finisher to take his tally to 19.
Well, Cheshire Phoenix had numbers. That was just like a corner kick in football. Just lob it in the middle and someone is going to head it in.
On your head, son. Maceo Jack. He'll get the bucket to go. Opposite side of the floor, foul is called. And the Patriots will hold possession. And Cam Holden was called for the foul on that one. His second personal of the game. Cheshire Phoenix have only committed 5 fouls total in this one. Screen comes as Atwood uses it. Wiley rolls. Skylar White reads, pushing the floor. Big Skylar White in transition.
Great run there from Skylar White, who looks rejuvenated in this second half. Starts the third quarter with a 3, and this time steal on the open floor. Skylar White all the way to the rim.
Little finger roll. We like those. Dusha. And the foul is called here. He's going to go to the line.
A former teammate helps him up. course, Avisi Dusha was at Surrey Scorchers along with Scarlett White.
And 99, Skylar White called for that foul. That will be his first personal foul of the game. Avisi Dusha, the captain for the Cheshire Phoenix. He's on the line again, and he brings a lot to this club.
He does, and you know, he's the leader from the front, and he's been sort of in different roles this year. He's throughout his whole career, he's been a guy that comes off the bench and adds value in ways of getting his teammates involved and distributing the basketball. But now being given that starting point guard role, where I think Coach PJ really wants to give him the keys to the car per se, and lead the team in that front.
Well, he started his British Basketball League journey at London United franchise that was part of the league back in 2011. He's also played for the Surrey Scorchers, Cheshire Phoenix, Worcester Wolves, London City Royals. Bit of a journeyman throughout the league. Also spent some time in Division 1 with the Reading Rockets. An Albanian international, Avisi Dusha. Some foul issues here for the Plymouth City Patriots. Spencer Levi, he's got 4 personal. Their bench isn't particularly deep at the 5 spot. Charles Yassi Pepin, the most likely candidate to check in for him. He has 2 personal fouls, and he will check in. Paul James will opt to try and avoid losing Levi in this game.
Well, double headers, you know, react to players in different ways, and having someone like Levi perhaps is not the best for him in terms of playing yesterday and playing less than 24 hours later. Other guys, it gets them in rhythm, and they can feed off the confidence they had the night before. But Levi certainly not produced like he has been. You know, when you look at what he's done here today, just played just under 12 minutes, 1 rebound. You know, he's a guy that we've seen get 10+ rebounds in a matter of moments. He has that ability to change games without scoring the basketball. But today, just he hasn't had that same pep in his step, that same energy, and you know, you can't help but feel it's because the miles that both in the bust and his legs over the last 24, 48 hours.
We're back in the way after a 24-second violation. Patriots in the hands of Dusha. Yassi Pepin, long 2. That's off. Hard to save. Takes out the ad board, and the Phoenix will get it back.
Yeah, that's not the one. Quite a deep mid-range jump shot there from Yassi Pepin.
Was it deep or was it mid-range?
Deep mid-range. Too deep for Yassi Pepin is my point. If it's not around the rim, he needs to rotate that basketball one more time until you consistently make that shot.
Here comes Holden.
Swing it, big fella.
Swing the ball. That's what Rowe did when he was out there. Travel violation called, and the players claiming that it was knocked away from his possession. But the thing is, if he still has control here,
wow.
Oh, he did
There's
lose
a lot
it.
of contact before that initial play. Faulkner pushing down on the shoulder of Holden.
Yassi Pepin moves the ball. On that Rowe's advice. Fade away jumper now off the glass and in for 2.
Better patience there that time.
Oh, we've got a gentleman staring us right in our eyes. Making his way to the tuck shot. Here's Holden.
The tuck shot.
Wow.
Is he in 1995?
Well, this is the Cheshire Phoenix, Cheshire Oaks Arena. They do well at their tuck shot. Let me have you know, they've got a great selection of snacks. I can't say particular brands.
Yeah, that's what your word for it. Tuck shot.
And to be fair, no, they have a cafe at the Cheshire Oaks Arena. It's quite nice. I remember visiting there. In fact, first ever British Basketball League game, I was actually alongside Dan Routledge, and Dan actually Oh, Jaguar going inside and finishing off the glass. Dan actually was expecting me to say call the game and he'll be the analyst, but for some reason I just got too nervous and I decided I'll be the in your shoes, Ro, as you are now, and Dan was the lead commentator. It was many years before I commentated a game again, so I don't know what the outcome of that was. Atwood is grimacing here as he gets back up onto his feet.
I'm glad you're able to sort out that nervous thing, though, man. It's good to have you. It's good to have you sitting here in the lead seat.
Learn from the best, brother Ro. We're going to have a quick break now. We'll be back with you very shortly in this game between Cheshire and Plymouth. Ben Thomas having a conversation with the referee, discussing plays. But I told you earlier on in the first game today, referees never change their mind, Anthony Rowe. And I know you said they're always thinking about the next play and, you know, you've got the referees thinking or whatever, but never have I seen referees change a call because of speaking to a coach. Here's Stevens inside. Messi Pepin from the elbow. Holden. Back out, Stevens, corner. Kristen, has he still got it? He gets his own rebound as it deflects off of Kodo. And that's an end-line ball for the Plymouth City Patriots. Kristen really wanted to make that one.
Yeah, he's gone cold now, hasn't he? He missed that half-court shot, and now he's missed that one. He's 6 for 8. It's a remarkable shooting display from him for his 18 points.
Well, here's a steal. He's going to get a chance to finish, and unable to do so. Oh, I'm not sure about that play there, Ro.
No, and this is where I think Coach Ben Thomas will be a little bit upset, because the team are going to have to remain concentrated here and focused in the now, the present.
Green.
By 23, it's easy, and it's a human tendency to slightly take the foot off the pedal, but Ben Thomas will be wanting to keep the momentum, because this is a team as well, Cheshire. I mean, look, trophy-wise, it's again a new competition, but they were really struggling in league play in terms of where they were. They were sitting second in the league for most of the season, and then of the last 5 league games, they only won 2, so they lost 3 of those 5. So there haven't been a very informed.
Oh my goodness, Cam Kristen! I can't score, but I can protect. Give me that. Pin it to the glass. Maceo Jack under red money.
Unbelievable. Came across, denied the basket, and what that does is it gets Cheshire Phoenix out on the open floor. Mason Faulkner thinks he's got a layup, but no, he doesn't. Wow.
Ugh. Put the British Basketball League logo on the glass. Molten stamped on it. Pushing forward. Maceo Jack. Catch. Shoot. It's nothing but net. Sweet string music.
Maceo Jack. Then it was classified as a 2, so that'll take him to 21 points. And Cam Holden gets 10 assists in this game.
Under pressure again, another steal for the Cheshire Phoenix. They're running out on this. That's a turnover. They're trying to go the other way. Green, finger roll, that one in for 2.
Yeah, a little bit of carelessness there from Cheshire. And it was LaQuincy Rideau, again, being reintroduced into this game. Those quick hands of his.
Here's Kristen. I mean, questionable, really. If he is feeling a little sore, maybe sit him down.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's playing.
Jesse Pepin, offensive rebound, finish for 2.
Good energy there from Jesse Pepin to put that one back.
Rideau. Jack loses his balance, goes downhill, and 1. Maceo Jack, relentless, 24 points.
He is so good, just so controlled. He's got that burst of pace, but then he's got that ability and body control as well to remain focused on the rim and finish the play.
So composed.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, what's the greatest thing about him as well? We've seen him blossom into the superstar he is now. Again, last year he wasn't a bad player. Please don't misinterpret what I'm saying, but 10 points per game for an import player, you know, that isn't amazing. It's a solid, but not amazing. But this year he just came back. You know, he's confident. I think he's comfortable in his surroundings and understands that he can not only compete in this league but dominate at times.
Oh, and a foul is called here. That'll be called. I believe on Rideau. Quick hit to the face there, Charles Jesse Pepin. Marianne Dodds McCloskey sees that from her angle. Just took a quick look back at that. Up it goes, and then Rideau on the steal. Just swipes down on that one, catches Jesse Pepin's face on the way down.
Wow, it looks like a little bit of a dig. And look, you know, we've all been there with the hustle and bustle in the paint. You're going to get some...
You've got plenty of war wounds?
Yeah, I've got a few, yeah. Got a few over the years. I had stitches in both eyes. I remember
Stitches
elbows,
in your eye?
Eyelids.
Okay. Kristen keeps it alive, almost loses it. Rideau, the crossover. Gets inside, Rideau. Ulf tips it, comes somehow, gets back to him. The foul is called this time. It's actually on Rideau again. Fouls in quick succession for him. It's his second personal foul. As the Patriots come the other way. 1 minute 15 remaining in the third. Jesse Pepin, one-on-one with Ulf. Nice hands from Ulf. Rideau pushing forward. All the way. Ulf with the tip. Easy miss layup there. And a steal immediately. Cam Kristen rectifying his mistakes. Passes it off this time, but just a little bit too late. He had the option to pass it earlier, then he decided he was going to score and then passed it a little too late. Maceo Jack was kind of expecting it. Maybe in an ideal world would have had his hands waiting.
It was the wrong execution as well. The pass was rather fast for how close he was. When you're that close, you've got to choose either the lob or a lighter pass, but that wasn't really catchable.
Hot. Jesse Pepin, and he'll get the basket to go there. Maceo Jack stood strong. He's done well coming off the bench. Jesse Pepin, he's got 6 points in this game. Here's Rideau. Final possession of the quarter. Ulf sets the screen. In the corner, Stevens. Ulf He takes a hit on the head there. No whistle. And that will be the end of the third quarter in this one. The Cheshire Phoenix with a strong lead. We're going to have a quick break and we're back with you for the fourth and final quarter. James looking at the stat sheet, not a great read for him. It's not going to be winning any awards, that stat sheet, as sideline possession for the Plymouth City Patriots, ready to get the action underway in the fourth and final quarter. As the Cheshire Phoenix lead 75-53. Green fires one up, stays with the Patriots on the baseline. I mean, it's unlikely that the Plymouth City Patriots are going to battle their way back into this one, Ro, but you've got to take each quarter as it comes and just try and improve as you go along and try and learn from the experience of double headers.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, there's a lot of season to go, and you're a professional athlete, so you have to keep striving for greatness. So, yeah, you've got to play these quarters, play them out, and hopefully it gives you confidence as well that it's able to transition into the next game.
Here's Kristen. Out to Rideau. He's got to let it go because shot clock's winding down, and that was an air ball, but Kristen will beat the buzzer on that one. Cam Kristen, point number 20.
Wow, does Rideau get an assist for that?
I guess he does get an assist.
Kind of like a ball.
Oh, no assist. That's a rebound.
Through, isn't it? Put the ball through. Might want to go through.
I think he would call it an assist, right? You know, an air ball into your teammate's hand. Here's Faulkner. Dangakodo fires up another air ball, and in fact, a foul will be called. Ben Thomas turns to the bench.
Yeah, I don't know why there was so much aggression out, and I think Ben Thomas just wants to turn his head. And you see, Steve was trying to not to initiate the contact, but it was too late. He'd already jumped out.
Well, his foot was on the line there, but I believe he is being given. No, it's just 2 shots total. There was for a moment a chance he would be given 3, but his foot was on the line, and he misses the first of those 2. Dangakodo's got 1 point in this game so far. misses both of those. Rideau with a rebound, steps over Yassi Pepin, long pass ahead. Stevens, what are you doing, sir? Make the left-handed layup, misses the dunk. Green, off the dribble, and off the glass for a runner.
Yeah, he was sort of caught in between two minds of whether to lay it up or dunk it. He did neither, which is not the option he wanted to elect to.
Yeah, and you all know that. Shaking his head, as you can see, because he knows God's just got to finish the play. No style points. And not quite sure what's happening here. Oh, there's a technical foul been called.
Oh, Aaron Rise on the free throw line shooting some shots.
I'm guessing so. Paul James is next to the official. Aaron Wright will make the technical free throw.
Technical was on Yassi Pepin. It's hard to know what that was accredited for, but again, it's not really something you want to be doing if you're Plymouth City Patriots. You just want to play ball, carry on. I understand you're in a deficit here in one of the more difficult places to play in the British Basketball League.
Here's Rideau. One hard dribble into the defender. And to confirm, Charles Yassi Pepin, his technical was given after holding the ball after a basket. Unable to do that in FIBA competition. It's delaying the play, so your team scores the ball, you can't hold on to it, even if you just want to pass it to a teammate or pass it back to your opponent. You just have to let the ball go, no matter where it is. EJ Stevens there, driving to the rack. He's fouled this time off the spin. Nice move. Spin, tough, up strong, and Yassi Pepin coming across. That's his fourth personal, Yassi Pepin.
There's a lot more positive move there from EJ Stevens, I think, trying to rectify his open floor miss. He's had a difficult evening, EJ Stevens. He's 0 for 5 from the floor, 0 points. And
Yassi Pepin's actually fouled out of the game. And so Spencer Levi is the only other big they have. He's still sitting down with 4 personal. Wiley, I believe, has checked into the game. Stevens makes the free throw count. Still a 23-point gap in this one. Here is Green, back to basket. Right-handed hook and finish for 2. I mean, if you look at the first quarter, 32-17 to the Phoenix. After that, the Phoenix won the second quarter 25-21, much closer. Won the third quarter by 3, 18-15. And once again, this quarter is close. And without that capitulation in the first quarter, this would be a much tighter game, and you'd have a lot more motivation to get, back into it.
yeah, agreed. But
Green got the green light, knockdown.
that's a tough shot. He just makes those as well. I mean, look, he's one of these guys that it's all or nothing with him. He'll shoot a lot of difficult shots, and when they're going down, he's impossible to guard. But other times they're quick or ill-advised. But certainly a guy with enough experience to be able to shoot you into a game.
Sideline possession, don't forget, big one in the group. Newcastle Eagles taking on the Leicester Riders. That is in Group B. You don't want to miss that. Make sure you check in, 7:45. Winner of that one will most likely go through. In fact, they will go through to the Final Four weekend in Birmingham. Shagwar misses the shot on the buzzer. Here comes Dangakodo. Green under pressure. Back to basket, Green, nice hands from Rideau. He's just so good at anticipating play. Right inside, easy finish. And there's a lot of situations where other Cheshire Phoenix players have missed easy looks like that. Rye just shows you how it's done.
Yeah, and that's a prime example of why this team leads the league in points from turnovers. You have the best stealer in the game in Quincy Rideau, and you see after he steals the ball, his outlet pass is immaculate. You got players running the floor, and they're excellent in the fast break.
Here we go. One hard dribble. Checks where the defender is. Finish at the rim. Nice pass from Hudson. Great team play from the Cheshire Phoenix today.
Yeah, and that's, again, why they're able to put so many points on the board. In championship play, they're only second to London Lions in points per game. They average 91 points a game.
Offensive foul called here. Aaron Rye with the hooking arm, trying to manipulate position by using his arm here. Look, Ro, you know how to do that, don't you, my friend?
Yeah, nice little hook. And Aaron Rye was trying to get away with it, but the referee's just too vigilant today.
Dusha under pressure. Rideau just wants to pick everyone's pocket. Dusha looks to the corner. Hart puts Rye on the back foot. Rideau pushing forward, hands it off. Big jam, Cam Riston.
Wow, and that's the difference maker. Quincy Rideau again with the steal. Outlet pass. Cheshire just so electrifying in this type of game.
Well, British Basketball League fans, whether you're watching us live on the British Basketball League YouTube channel or on TikTok Live, you need to let us know who you think today's player of the game will be. And then Ant Rowe will tell you who his is a little later on in the game. But we want to hear your thoughts first. Turnover here for the Plymouth City Patriots.
Turnover number 19. The Patriots, it's been one of those games where it's very difficult to get any type of rhythm offensively.
Oh, Ethan Shagwado knocking down a triple. He's also had a big game. That's his 21st point of the game.
Yeah, I thought he did a lot of his legwork early. He was excellent at establishing himself in this game in that first quarter, scoring the ball at will.
Referee has pointed in the direction of the Plymouth City Patriots. All I saw with a side-footed pass there. The score stands at 91-62. We're going to have a moment to breathe. Join us right after this. Cam Christen, he's up there for potential player of the game. Maceo Jack's got 24 points. He's only missed one shot all game. Ethan Shagwar, 21 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, did a little bit of everything. Cam Holden's got 10 assists and 4 points. Greg Wild has checked in for the Cheshire Phoenix. Young blood on the floor. Here's Jules Dangakoda there for the Plymouth City Patriots. Wiley almost loses that one. Dangakoda. Shot clock violation. And Cheshire Phoenix will get that back. Greg Wild getting some burn time.
Yeah, good defensive structure there from the Cheshire Phoenix. Made things very difficult for Plymouth on that occasion. A near turnover. And it resulted in a 24-second shot clock. So again, another turnover, which takes Plymouth City Patriots to 20 now, which is way too high if you're ever going to want to be in a chance to win a basketball game.
Well, there's 24 points from turnovers. Greg Wild, a little cold. Can't moan at that. Shagwar, though, he's going to go up strong, and he's mauled on his way up to the bucket.
Just good work, isn't it, from Shagwar, who's been so much more reliable for the Cheshire Phoenix. You know, when you look back at his earlier months in October, November, you would get a good Ethan Shagwar. You wouldn't see him for 2 or 3 weeks, and ever since sort of those later months, December onwards, November, December, he's been so much more prominent in his production and consistent.
Here he is on the line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. 22 points personal. 3 players with 20+ points. The Cheshire Phoenix, making Anthony Rowe's life difficult when it comes to picking the player of the game. But don't forget, let us know in the comments, who do you think should play player of the game on the British Basketball League YouTube channel and live on TikTok? Let us know. Here's Dangakoda. Foul call. 2 shots to come for Dangakoda.
Well, he's been able to get to the line today, but it's not been fruitful for him. 1 for 4 from the free throw line for Jules Dangakoda.
Six 6-0 run for, or 10-0 run, should I say, for the Cheshire Phoenix. With our response. Coach Paul James has had to endure some tough times as the Plymouth City Patriots look to continue the growth of their franchise. Here's Rideau. He's played quite a few minutes towards the end of this game. Wild again, he's just got the green light, he's just pulling it. Anytime he gets the ball in his hands, I don't blame him. Oh, foul called there, actually like a travel, but Hudson will be called for that.
Yeah, I think Jack Hudson was a little bit unfortunate there.
Sideline ball.
The 4th team foul for Cheshire. So next one would result in a trip to the line.
Oh, Hudson picks the pocket. Oh, and there is Cam Christen following that one up. I for sure was a double dribble. Then I was for sure it was a travel. And anyway, the play finished up with Cam Christen. 24 points for him now. And Rowe is sweating. He does not know who to go for. With player of the game, his green. Foul is called and one. Oh, see, that's where I thought the double dribble was, and then, oh, wow, he took quite a few steps on his way. I mean, you know, I think it's clean. You have to play it back slow-mo, 0 step, 1-2 finish. But that little double tap there, I wasn't too sure.
Yeah, a couple of legal moves there from the legal specialist, Jack Hudson.
Oh, yes. Like that line. Timeout called now. Chance to talk it over even more. Well, let's take a look at the all-star voting process. A lot to take in, so listen into this.
It's the 2024 British Basketball League All-Star Game on March 17th. And we need you to vote for the starting 5. 5 from the north, 5 from the south, in both the men's and women's competition.
That was nice.
The highest players voted in the north and the south will make up the all-star starting lineups. The 2 highest voted players from each pool, they will be the captains. And the 2 coaches with the highest records in the north and the south will take lead of our all-star teams. Then the head coaches will select their remaining roster spots, ensuring that all of the teams are represented at this year's competition. Make sure you vote now for your chance to win an exclusive all-star jersey signed by all of the players. Get those votes in now. Check out the British Basketball League website to select your all-star starting 5.
Big time.
Well then, Sweet Caroline on the airwaves of the Cheshire Oaks Arena. Fans love it. As Green shoots the free throw. Who's your all-star 5 then? Pick north, south, go.
Wow, is it?
Pick one, north or south.
Let's go north. Let's go
Let's
north.
go north. Give me 5.
Oh goodness, point guard. I'm going to go Jordan Johnson from Newcastle Eagles. I've got to throw in a couple of these Cheshire guys too. I think Aaron Rye's been excellent. Shagwar, right on cue there.
You're going to put Shagwar in? Yeah, okay.
The centre position. We've got two more left.
Yeah.
Caledonia. Patrick Whelan.
Yeah. And you've got one more now for your row.
Maceo Jack.
Maceo Jack. 3 Cheshire players.
Yeah, they're fresh on my mind. You say what you see, don't you?
I feel like you made that under pressure here, but you listen, that's going to be cut up, put on social media. You're going to have to live with it. Next time, we'll give you a bit more notice. Here's Rideau, skipped across, Greg Wild, corner 3. Almost gets the friendly pounce. The crowd willing it in. Rideau knocked away from his possession, but inside finishes for 2. He's got 4 points. 4 steals for Rideau.
He does it so effortlessly. You see how he just stole the ball there? He just does it so nonchalantly. And we just all witness it and accept it because he always does it.
That's it. He's got to stay on top of the leaderboard. That's his MO. And there's another one. Give me that ball back. That's 5 steals. Here's Cam Christon. Jam that one in, Cam Christon. Why not? Have yourself a ball game. 26 points. Cam Christon getting it done for the Cheshire Phoenix tonight. And a foul called on the opposite side of the court. Cam Christon out, Allen, Texas. Man, we told you this guy's been getting it done in his college career. Now he's getting it done here. He actually ties his career best in points. He last did that in 2021 in a college victory over Southern University. A chance now, plenty of time, 1 minute 16 as Cheshire Phoenix have hit 100 for Cam Christon to get his career best in scoring. Dan Rudd has also checked into the game, another Cheshire young talent. Hudson. Shagwar. $29-point lead for the Phoenix. Hudson, clock winding down, needs to find somebody. Oh my goodness, had to take a shot there over Wiley, which wasn't looking likely. Green, quick release for 3.
Effortless, isn't it? The ability he has to get those difficult shots off.
Shagwar going all the way for 2. Ethan Shagwar. Right, Anthony Rowe, I guess now's the time to ask you who your player of the game is going to be, my friend.
Well, this was a close one just because Cheshire Phoenix have had some honourable contributions today, namely Maceo Jack, 24 points off 9 for 10 shooting, incredible display from him. Ethan Jaguar, 24 points, 5 rebounds, but the front runner, Cam Christian, 26 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and some highlight plays in the mix.
Well, that's the end of the game. Green will shoot it on the buzzer, but Cheshire Phoenix fans will be elated. They remain perfect in the British Basketball League trophy. Cam Christian, player of the game. You heard it from Antro, 26 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, a block, getting it done all game long. One of 3 players to score more than 20 points in this game. And as mentioned for you, matches his career high for scoring.
And it was well deserved just because of the way in which he went about his business. He shot the ball incredibly efficiently, 10 for 14 from the field, but he did it in a number of different ways, whether it was spotting up, shooting a 3 ball where he was 4 for 6, or also attacking the rim in transition, off baselines. He did it all today.
And he is deserving of the player of the game. Hopefully you guys have let us know your thoughts in the British Basketball League YouTube channel. It's really tough night for the Plymouth City Patriots. We've got to talk about them really quickly. They come off that back-to-back, really tough, demotivating loss against Surrey. They play Cheshire, who've had 8 days rest, and you know what Cheshire are capable of offensively. And they had to take the L on the road.
Yeah, heartbreaker for them. Less than 24 hours ago down in Plymouth where they lost to Surrey by 2. And what that meant is today they had to just do the best they could with what they had. And tough ask, you know, they've had to travel up here. And I think an energized Phoenix team is what they were waiting for them.
Well, let's take a look at some of the full-time stats for you. See if we can break this game down a little further. What we're looking at Row.
Wow, again, the 2-point percentage was so good. They were so clinical in transition. That's why they were able to get those points in the paint. And you see the steals there. Quincy Rideau coming on and playing his part. Rebounds, they controlled the area. Assists, they controlled. And, you know, the turnovers just mounted up for Plymouth City Patriots. 22 turnovers against a team like the Cheshire Phoenix, who lead the league in points off turnovers. You're asking for a nightmare of a day.
Well, let's recap what this weekend has delivered to us. Riders, victory. Sheffield Sharks, loss against the Gladiators. Flyers, loss at home against the Eagles. The Manchester Giants, loss at home against the London Lions. Patriots, as we spoke about in their back-to-back, their first game lost by 2 against the Surrey Scorchers. Earlier on, the Manchester Giants, Bristol Flyers played out a game of pride, 80-105. Bristol Flyers took the victory in that one. And here at the Cheshire Oaks Arena, the Cheshire Phoenix remain perfect. 2-0, 102-74 against the Plymouth City Patriots. Let's take a look at the group standings. Group A, Cheshire Phoenix on top, matching Surrey Scorchers' record. But of course, 2 more games, 2 home, 2 away. That's what you play in Group A of the trophy. So we've got more time to see how that's unfolding. And in Group B, monster clash coming up next Friday live on Sky Sports. Who will be number 2 in Group B and heading to Birmingham? It will be between the Leicester Riders, Newcastle Eagles. We usually see them in the finals of these competitions, but one of them is not going to make it to the Final 4. Well, let's talk about that game because it is the blockbuster fixture. And I know you're excited to watch it, and so am I.
I am. I've played in a number of them over the years, and they were always the ones that you didn't need much inspirational team talk from your coach because you're already up for it. I'll be commentating in that game, so I'm really excited for Friday to see what the outcome will be.
Well, a quick word on the Cheshire Phoenix. They were outstanding again offensively. I know, yes, against a fatigued Plymouth City Patriots, you still got to put the ball in the bucket.
Yeah, Cheshire were just excellent in the open floor. The pressure was overwhelming for Plymouth, and the Cheshire Phoenix certainly benefited from the contributions they got from certain individuals today.
Well, thank you very much if you've been with us all day. British Basketball League YouTube channel and live on TikTok and Fubo earlier on in North America. My name's Ty Hadger alongside Anthony Rowe. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.